It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. 13,243 Boko Haram terrorists surrender. We are not violent herders. Fulani Christians. The defense headquarters on Thursday said that 13,243 Boko Haram terrorists and families have so far surrendered to troops of Operation Adinkai with a view to escaping the combined air and land assault of their hideouts and enclaves in the Sambisa forest and Lake Chad fringes. It also said that troops of Operation Delta Save, fighting economic saboteurs and oil thefts in the Niger Delta, discovered and deactivated 51 illegal refining sites, while 23 oil bunkers were arrested within the last 2 weeks. We are not violent herders, killers. Fulani Christian cries out. The Fulani Christians have cried out over the notion by many Nigerians that Fulani are associated with herders causing trouble with farmers across the country. The Christian Fulani, under the aegis of Fulani Christians Association of Nigeria, Fulkan, said it was wrong to stigmatize all Fulani as violent when such accusation has not been proved with empirical data. For this reason, Fulkan has begun a massive mobilization effort to correct the erroneous impression about them and to create a new image for themselves and the next generation of their people. Ghost workers. Adamawa Chief Judge inaugurates verification committee. The acting Chief Judge of Adamawa State, Honorable Justice Nathan Musa, on Thursday inaugurated a 4-member committee to embark on verification exercise of judiciary staff in the state. This exercise was aimed at fishing out ghost workers from the system, as well as fast-track judicial processes in the administration of justice. Those inaugurated to serve in the committee include Christy N. Tafa, DCR personnel, Chairman Honorable Aliyu Alilu Chiroma, Vice Chairman Honorable Aliyu Bawuru, DCR Procurement member, while Barrister Bashiru Musa Santuraki is to serve as Secretary. 2023. SDP wants death penalty for election riggers kick against zoning. The Social Democratic Party, SDP, has expressed deep anger at the propensity of political moneybags to rig elections in the country, saying ahead of the 2023 general election that it has become imperative to advocate the death penalty for election riggers. This was as the party kicked against zoning of the Delta governorship ticket to the Central Senatorial District, saying that in a state like Delta, with its political maturity and as home to eggheads, competence must trump zoning. Criminal group nominated Gümï overall best governor, News Agency of Nigeria. The attention of the management of the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, has been drawn to the activities of a criminal group that nominated Governor David Gümï of Ebonyi State as the overall governor of the year 2020. The purported nomination credited to News Agency of Nigeria. The fraudulent activity is contained in the letter to the Ebonyi government signed by Wont PE Aigbokon as project coordinator. The News Agency Nigeria management hereby states that the agency has nothing to do with such dubious projects as NAN does not engage in such questionable ventures. And this is the news, analyzing once more that the Boko Haram terrorists, about 13,243 Boko Haram terrorists and their families, has been said to surrender to the Operation Adinkai with a view to escaping the combined air and land assaults of their hideouts and enclaves in the Sambisa forest and Lake Chad fringes. We know that quite a while now it has been said that a whole lot of bandits have been surrendering to the Nigerian military after the onslaught laid on them, and killing a whole lot of them and also destroying their hideouts. And it has been said that most of them have been surrendering, while people have been actually going against this, saying that there shouldn't be any amnesty or taking them in, because they have caused more harm than good for them to surrender and be pampered by the Nigerian government, saying that they are surrendering was actually not true, that they are being biased with it, that it is just because they see that surrendering will not lead to their death, and that is why they are surrendering, saying that for as many of them that are surrendering, they should be prosecuted and convicted by law. However, the Nigerian army has also said that it is not in their duty, not to accept them whenever they surrender, that in fact it is ethical with respect to their job rules and regulation, that whenever any of them, whenever during war, bandits surrender, it is right and just for them to allow them and not to kill them, then hand them over to the Minister of Justice for them to actually continue with the process, either to prosecute them or whatsoever. But for them, it is right for them to actually take them in and even treat them as normal humans and a citizen whenever they surrender their arms. Also, it has been said by the Fulani Christians, crying out that many Nigerians says that the Fulani Christians are associated with the violent elders, and then the Christian Fulani had actually come out to say, using the umbrella of the Fulani Christian Association of Nigeria, Fulkan, that it was wrong to stigmatize the Fulani killers, headmen, to the Fulani Christians, saying that there are differences between them, and the massive mobilization effort has been made by the Fulkan to correct the erroneous impression about them and to create a new image for themselves and the next generation to come, that there are distinctive difference between Fulani Christians and also between Fulani killer headsmen, that the people need to take note of this and differentiate them accordingly. Also, the acting chief judge of Adamawa State has been said to inaugurate a 4-member committee to embark on the verification exercise of judiciary staff in the state. They are trying to fish out ghost workers from the system, as well as to fast-track judicial processes in the administration of justice. Also, the SDP wants death penalty for election riggers. The Social Democratic Party, known as SDP, expressed their deep furiousness and also anger, saying that ahead of the 2023 election, money bags has begun to be shared in different places, saying that it is needed that for the 2023 election, if there is anyone who participates in any rigging process, they should be prosecuted and actually given death penalty. And this was as the party kicked against the zoning of the Delta State governorship ticket to the Central Senatorial District, saying that in a state like Delta, with their political maturity and as home to Eget's, competence must trump zoning. Thanks for listening.